Jackson and the Ravens have not agreed to a long-term contract. Been going on for a couple years now. And it seemed this whole Ravens-Lamar long-term contract conversations hit a snag when the Cleveland Browns decided to give every dollar guaranteed to Deshaun Watson $230 million worth. And it sure seems like, Lamar's never come out and tweeted it or said the words, I want the same contract as Deshaun Watson. We are assuming that has been the holdup. We still don't know. That's the whole deal with this Lamar stuff is we don't know what we do not know. He even pushed back on an Adam Schefter report that he turned down. He got 133 over 3, and then he turned down a bigger contract where he demanded $200 million, and he laughed at that. So we still just, again, don't know what we don't know. And with each passing day that he does not sign, and others do, it can make matters far more difficult for the Ravens because it sets a new bar. And
boy, did it have a new bar.
Joe Burrow, who is in line for a contract extension. Justin Herbert,
Brooklyn Joe,
is in line for a contract extension. What if those guys hold out for Deshaun Watson money with the Bengals and Chargers, respectively? Again, run by two organizations that we would not be surprised if we found out their entire cash reserve was kept in a Velcro wallet. It would be absolutely no surprise to anybody that
not a Velcro wallet.
You'll know if the Burrow or Herbert contracts are done if you hear that Velcro rip. We might actually get the Velcro rip as a drop from now on as a contract watch for the Bengals and the Chargers. But they're going to have to pay. That's funny. They're going to have to pay. And everybody's got their eyes on those two guys in relation to Lamar Jackson and the Ravens. And sure enough, somebody from the 2020 draft went first on the contract extension. It wasn't Burrow, and it wasn't Herbert. It was Jalen Hurts, who happened to make the Super Bowl this year and finished second in the MVP voting and was beyond dynamite.
B.A.M.
And he did not take the Deshaun Watson contract and say, that's my template. I want exactly that. I want every dollar guaranteed. As a matter of fact, not every dollar is guaranteed, but it is still on an annual
$51 million.
The best contract in the history of the NFL.
Per year.
On a per annual basis, $51 million, richest contract. So he's got that. $255 million total value. That's the best in the history of the NFL, other than Patrick Mahomes. So it's the best in the history of the NFC. So the bottom line is, it's a lot of money. It's generationally enriching money. It is, in some ways of looking at it, the richest contract in the history of the NFL. But it's not all guaranteed. So we here at the Rich Eisen Show have an exclusive photograph of Eric DeCosta learning of this contract. Put it up on the screen. There it is. There it is. Sitting in his Barca lounger, having a beer and a smoke, and point. Oh, I'm being told that's Rick Dalton. Pointing Rick Dalton. That's Eric DeCosta.
That's great.
There it is.
Hey.
It's not Deshaun Watson. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money.
But yeah.
But the owner's been told before, that's my bag on the table, and you need to pay it. He did that with Flacco.
And got burned.
But that's it, right there. Where he's sitting there, hopefully watching NFL Network, or he's pointing his Twitter feed. Oh, that's it. That's the contract. Not all guaranteed. How does this contract land in Lamar Jackson's world? He might sit there and go, great. I'm so glad Jalen Hurts got paid. Now, will he sit there and say, I'll take the Jalen Hurts contract? Because if he does, he's got to be sitting there and think, $255. Now, the Ravens can push back, say you didn't take us to the Super Bowl. As a matter of fact, you didn't finish the last two seasons, Lamar.
But you're an MVP.
That's an apple. You're an orange.
Oh,
You're
no,
the
he
apple,
didn't.
He's the orange.
Damn.
However you want to put it. Not the same. Not apples to apples. But Lamar could sit here and has to sit there and think, if you have the terms and dollars that we showed at the top of the show one more time, he's got to sit here and think $179 million in total guarantees. All right, that's not 230. 115 on signing on a dotted line. That's pretty good. It's not 230. I get it. 126.5 million fully guaranteed by March of next year. Okay. I got it. That's not 230 guarantee. I got a no trade clause, huh? Okay. Yeah, I don't have that right now. Oh, another 15 million in incentives. Make as much as 274.3 through 2028, but that's not guaranteed. Oh, and I'm technically the highest paid player in the history of the NFL. So there is a certain way that I can sell this that saves a bit of face, if that isn't at all important to me. That it's
you got generational wealth.
Guaranteed like Deshaun Watson. My answer to that, if that is Lamar's thinking, and again, we do not know. Nobody knows. Did you hear Lombo said over the weekend that he told the Ravens, Mike Lombardi said he told the Ravens, I want Odell and DeAndre Hopkins and we'll talk.
I saw that.
And they said, we can't afford both. We'll get one. And they went and got one. Okay. So we don't know. So much talk about what Lamar's thinking or what he's demanding or what he's willing to accept. Nobody knows. I guess the Ravens do. And they, as you know, are not talking. You do not hear anything. I mean, they are a freaking vault.
Yeah.
Which is another metric I would think from Lamar that I would like about it from my team, because he's not perfect. And the team isn't out there like saying, well, he missed this, he missed that. He's this guy, he's that guy. He doesn't eat right. That's why he was running into the bathroom in Cleveland. I mean, honestly, this is the sort of stuff that if things go sour, you're going to start to hear. And you don't hear anything like that.
Of course.
But if I'm Lamar, I'm sitting here and going, well, Hurts' contract ain't too bad.
Well, hello, good people. Mark Holmes here with my buddy Cowboy Joe Boo, as well as Joe Bear in the house. And as always, I want to say thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Joe Boo Sports Report. Without you guys, as well as you ladies, you know that this literally does not work. So let's get open for business and let's wake up the football gods. You know, I've been gone so much. Let me do the mic check here.
Sound nice, check one. My mic sound nice. Check two, my mic sound nice. Check three, are you ready?
Are you ready, Mike? Mike, what you doing, man? How you look tired? Oh, you're not tired? Okay, just check.
Beat,
you're beat.
but I'm not tired.
What's the difference?
When you have those aches and pains from working, but you're not tired, you're just beat.
When I get those aches and pains, I'm tired. I'm real tired. Okay, all right, okay. I guess that's what happens when you're young. See, when you get old, you tired old ass, and you're aching
it's
too.
like when you go to the gym and you work.
Go to the gym.
It's like that kind of feeling,
Man, I ain't been to the gym in it's been a long time. It's been a long time.
I felt like I went to the gym today.
See, I'm not like Thomas Garrett. See, Thomas Garrett, he puts in the work. You know, I put in the work crawling up underneath the house and stuff, you know, and lifting cast iron pipe and shit like that. That's what I
did get 13,000 steps today. So.
Oh, okay. Well, when we were in Waynesboro, I get like 10 to 15.
That's fine because I had a lot of apartments. I had to walk up all those steps and walk all.
You weren't delivering tile though, right?
Oh, hell no.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I would never deliver tile.
So good people. So let's go through here. Now, I want to say, and this is not something I do often. What's up, Ruben? Angelica Barron. What's up, Angelica? And of course, Joanne Gonzalez. What's up, JoJo? Oh, you know, I'm happy as can be today. There's Gina Dallas Diva. What's up? What's up? What's up? And I can't say what it is, but I can't. Oh, I'm so happy and excited because I can't wait to do it. But I gotta wait till she gets here. I got to wait till she gets here. All right. So here's the thing. Now I have to say something good about the Eagles. Okay, I have to see something good. I hate to do this.
Wait. That the team's about to implode.
Well, no.
Because didn't they say? Didn't the talking head say once one of those talking heads said once Jalen Hurts gets paid, they won't have enough money to get people around them.
James Snyder wants to know. Question for Mike: do you remember the Bush hackers back in the W?
Yeah, they're mad old.
Huh?
One of them was hospitalized, but they're mad old.
So they're like my age.
No, they're older than you.
Bobby Ice, what's up?
They're much older than you. They're like in their 70s.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I tell you what was cool today. Okay, but I'm gonna get to Jalen Hurts' contract because I was gonna see something nice about the Eagles.
Yeah, because they won't be able to get pieces around them now.
Well, no, that's not necessarily the case.
That's what the talking heads would. One of the talking heads said.
Well, that's what. Okay, see, here's the thing. If it was Dak Prescott, Skip Bayless would be saying, he fleeced the Eagles for $175 million for this year.
I don't remember which talking head it was, but one of the talking heads said that they wouldn't be able to get pieces around Jalen Hurts once he got paid.
Well, okay. Well, here's the thing on that contract, though.
I saw.
Actually, the way it breaks down.
Someone in the chat put the numbers down this year.
I got it right here.
I know, but someone in the chat.
So the
first year is not going to be that bad.
Well, even the second and third year and the fourth year. Here's the thing. There's a difference of waiting till the contract is up and doing it when there's still time to work the numbers. Now, they kicked the money way down the road.
Yeah, I saw that.
Okay, so they're married. Here's the thing about the contract. They're married to him. They've got low cap numbers, $6.15 million this year, $13.5 next year, $21.77 the year after. But the thing is you can't get rid of him then. You've had to hold on to him for that 4 years.
Don't they have a couple of number ones this year?
They do. They have 2 number ones, but then they only have 2 other picks.
Well, they might be able to get 2 guys to help Jalen Hurts.
But they lost 7 starters, 5 on defense. And the people they replace them with, they're okay, but they're not as good as the people.
See what happens? No. This goes back to Jordan Davis.
Oh, but see, Jordan Davis.
No.
Jordan Davis, yeah, they spent too much on him.
Yeah, they did. The draft cap compensation for him basically screwed him over.
Well, yeah. What's up, Robert? How are you doing? Alan Walker said that clap. Well, see, Eagle fans are partying. And they're happy because look, everybody's congratulating Jalen Hurts. Yeah, everybody's congratulating Jalen Hurts for getting that contract because everybody looks and says, then that means you just raised the bar for the amount of money. But, you know what I mean? Because everybody's looking at it and saying, hey, especially if you're like Lamar Jackson, because for a while there it seemed like, okay, these things are not growing. Now all of a sudden he's tore the roof off the sucker. Him and Daniel Jones, because Daniel Jones at 40. You look and say Daniel Jones at 40. Now here's the problem.
He did win a playoff game.
Oh, okay. Finally,
that's what. But that was his first time in the playoffs.
Okay,
he's 1-1.
But here's the thing. If you're the Dallas Cowboys, and I know that people are going to be saying extension. Why are you going to give an extension? Because do you see the numbers? $6.15 million is the cap hit. 13.56. Because here's the thing. Lamar Jackson is still out there. See, Dak is now 10th at that $40 million.
Who's going to pick up Lamar Jackson if he has to play for the Ravens?
Well, they're going to have to pay him. They're going to have to pay.
Unless they're going to draft somebody, but
he may not. They're going to have to come to agree. He's not going to get fully guaranteed, but he's going to get paid. It'll probably be something like what you're seeing here. But beyond him, you still have Joe Burrow. You got Justin Herbert. You've got other guys in there. Jalen Hurts may not be the longest paid for long. You'll remember we went from Jimmy Garoppolo being the highest paid, and then Kirk Cousins had the fully guaranteed was highest paid, and then Matty Ice, and then it ended up being Russell Wilson and Aaron Rodgers. All of a sudden, as you go through with all these guys,
who's the one for the Doo-Doo Browns?
Oh shit. Deshaun Watson with that contract, fully guaranteed. We'll see how that one works out. But the thing is,
this season,
if the Cowboys dick around like they did last time,
they always do,
and wait, the longer they wait, the more it's going to cost. And so what you can do, because understand, as I was coming back from Pennsylvania today, the traffic was bad, so it took us through Baltimore. And
went
here's what it took me right by M&T Stadium. And I hadn't realized that right there at M&T, there's now the Horseshoe Casino.
Oh, I didn't.
There's literally, you can throw a baseball from the top of M&T Stadium and hit the casino.
I didn't know there was a casino over there.
There's a casino right there beside the stadium.
I've been by the stadium before when I went to it.
Well, there is a casino that's because I haven't been in Baltimore in a while, and I was like, damn, this
that was years ago.
Jerry Jones has partnered with the casino that's in Arkansas, right across the border.
Well, he's always part of Arkansas because he loves Arkansas.
Well, originally the land that Maryland wanted to give to the Commanders was right across the 95 from the MGM.
Now, are they going to reconsider that now that the team sold?
Well, apparently the Harris Group has actually reached out to D.C. about the possibility of going to D.C.
But they need to implode that stadium.
Well, of course they'll be more than happy to do that now that the witch is dead.
I went past that stadium and it's rusting.
It's been rusting.
Well, I mean, I only been. That's the first time I actually.
Did you wear a gas mask?
I just drove past the stadium.
I hope the windows were rolled up. Because you don't know what shit's blowing around from that stadium.
I just drove past that stadium working.
Hold on. Is that Lola?
Oh, he finally got working. Yay.
I got it fixed. I finally. Okay, you were right. It was because I had video clips on there. And when it did the updates, it stopped doing video clips. Don't ask me why.
Yeah, I don't.
But yes, I got it right now. Reven S., what's up? D. Ross, Bijan. Nah, bro.
Not in the first round. I think
where's Twiz? Twiz is probably passed out. from hearing about the amount of money on there. But the thing is, though,
running back.
You've got low numbers on it, but you are married to him. Well, because the problem will be is
is most of that guaranteed?
It's like 175 of it's guaranteed.
That's a lot of money.
That's a lot of money.
That's more money than I'll see in my life. Well, no, actually, it won't be.
What? You gonna see $175 million in your life?
Oh, hell no.
I like, yo, bro.
I make 40 to 50 a year. I don't think I'll ever see that.
I hope you're gonna be making it up in the back end. Okay, I hope I'm still alive when you do.
61 a year.
Okay, all right. Yeah, okay, well, yeah, you will. It's growing. It's growing. Okay, I would love to take Robinson over a tight end. I'm not with you there, bro. I was gonna have DMV was gonna join us tonight. But it's his wife's birthday. And he said, it's my wife's birthday. He said, so I can't be on for long. I said, bro, it's your wife's birthday. Don't get on at all. I said, we're going out of town come Wednesday next week.
In about a week.
I was like, look, you don't want that smoke. Well, you don't want that smoke, bro.
He got to come on tomorrow then.
That's what we're going to do. I said, look, man, we got the whole trip. I said, we got tomorrow. I said, take the time and spend with mama. You got to take care of mama, okay? You don't take care of mama's birthday. Like I said, you don't want that smoke. You don't want that smoke. But here was what was cool. I had to go to Pennsylvania. Mr. Rowdy Barnes, what's up? Lady Doss, what's up, Lady Doss? So I had to get up this morning. I had my physical. My blood pressure is actually pretty good. I'm actually down 18 pounds since the end of the football season. I'm right there. I'm at 260 right now from 278.8. So, things were looking good.
I'm down to 220.
Blood pressure was looking good.
I'm down to 220 finally.
Good job, man. See, look, we just losing it over here.
It's because no subs Sundays.
No subs, the sodas, cut back on the candy, stayed away from potato chips.
I'm
all
saying
that
those
stuff.
No subs for me. That's why.
All right,
and the water.
I get the physical, and then I'm going to Pennsylvania to pick up this plaster for the house and get educated on how to do this stuff. Okay, and I'm going to Lancaster, Pennsylvania, which is Eagles territory. Now, when I got up this morning, if you saw my video this morning, I was wearing a Cowboys shirt.
Amish country.
I put this shirt in the truck. Okay.
Isn't that Amish country?
It is Amish country, literally.
That's what I was told
Look, I almost ran into an Amish trailer there, and, having to miss the combine. It's out in the country, but it's still Eagles country. And so I'm out there. I changed my shirt. When my wife's like, "Why are you changing your shirt?" I said, "Because we're going to Eagle country." I said, I'm going to go on Eagle. Homie ain't playing that. And then you hear Jalen Hurts gets his contract. But what was cool was Alan. I met Alan. We had lunch together at a place called Max. Diehard Cowboy fan. He is a Cowboy fan literally from their inception. He was 76 years old.
Ooh.
But he don't look 76 years old.
That's good.
And it was cool because we had lunch together, hung out and stuff and everything else. And he came in, he was wearing a Jobu Sports sweatshirt. What are you laughing for?
Because you took yours off.
No, it says Jobu Sports. It doesn't say Dallas Cowboys on it. It's the
people,
Jobu Sports.
People who know
it's the broke ass media.
If people know who Jobu Sports is, they know.
Well, still, okay. But it was cool hanging out with them and stuff. And he said he had a Dak Prescott a shirt on underneath there. So I was like, okay.
Why are you hiding the shirt?
It was underneath the sweatshirt.
Why are you hiding the Dak Prescott?
Well, I'm sitting there because I'm seeing people wearing Eagles gear walking into the restaurant stuff. So I'm like, nah, I'm gonna be cool. Because I'm not on my turf, okay? I don't know these people. All right, so I'm gonna be cool. But it was nice hanging out with him and things and getting to know him because there's so many of you guys out there. You see me every day. You know everything about me. I don't know much about you guys, but I do know that like Jet, like my man Q, like my man PC76. Who am I leaving out here? David Wiley and Clarence and all you guys are YouTube people. Damn Gina are all people that have been fans on the channel that are now my closest friends. So I really, really, truly am thankful for all that. All right, so let's get into the meat and bones here.
Is that a Washington fan?
A Commanders fan?
Game?
Jay speaks facts. Okay. Well, they're happy because the sky has parted. They just like, what is that? Is that the sun? Ah! Because now, the witch is dead.
Well, he just got richer.
Dan Snyder
just got richer.
You got a new owner, and there's hope.
He basically got paid to go away.
There's hope also, too, that they might become the Red Wolves. That was trending yesterday that they might change the name.
And what does Real guys say about that?
I haven't talked to Rio. Rio must be doing good because I ain't heard from him in a while.
I haven't seen any videos either lately.
Okay, well, Rio, when things are bad, I usually hear from Rio and things. But Miss Gibson, what's up?
Over a year.
Oh, cool. You may actually get two, Miss Gibson, because the person that I sent it to by accident, he ended up forwarding that one, and I wasn't sure if he was going to get it there, so we did another one. So they're actually going to get two. Okay, so
the remake,
they can keep one. Yeah, they can keep one and give another one away, or they can put one in there.
The remake.
But shout out to your
parents. Remake one is in high def.
Okay, Alan Williams. No, it's a different Alan. No,
Alan's a common name though. It's common. I know some Alan.
No, it's not Alan. Did I say Alan Williams?
No, you said Alan.
I said Alan. It's Alan Harris is one.
You said Alan.
Listen, he was a college professor too.
Yeah, but you said Alan. You didn't say anybody Pacific.
And Angelica, 17 months as a tailgate member. Shout out to Angelica. All right, so here's a couple of things. What you have to understand is with contracts, okay? The Eagles, they were smart to go ahead and get that contract done instead of waiting till the contract is up and then saying, let's franchise tag him, doing stupid shit like the Cowboys do.
No,
that's what we did with Dak.
No, talking about what about the Washington? Kirk Cousins 2 years in a row.
Oh, well, again, okay. Right. And then let him go. Okay. Now, they got the deal done. They still had time to work with it where they could basically spread it out so the hit's not real bad. And you could do that if you believe that's the guy. Now, the Cowboys can do that similar thing. I know the trolls out there, he don't deserve any more, but listen, he's getting the same amount of money as Daniel Jones right now. Daniel Jones, okay? Rio posted like 5 videos. Okay, I gotta catch back up with Rio.
Okay, he's probably happy.
He's happy. I know
Magic
he's
Johnson
happy.
owns a piece of Washington.
Oh, I know he's happy as can be. You know how happy he is. I'm gonna tell you how happy Rio is. This is how happy Rio is.
Of course.
My home team, my loyalty, I'm at Uptown Royalty. We fight for all DC, who are we? I speak facts, I'm not making riddles. The Hawks open big old holes for John Riggle. Chantella's on the team, and you knew that he was smashing. Daryl Green is on the team, and you know nobody thought you was gonna score, but I knew that he would catch her. And Doug Williams was the first black quarterbacker to win the big dance. Got three rings within the big dance.
Okay, all right. So we shout out to the Commanders for finally
the other
getting rid of
question
Dan
I
Snyder.
had too
What's
is,
that?
are they finally going to reach the top 10 wealthiest franchise in the world again?
They probably with Magic Johnson's name. If they end up getting a new stadium, they will definitely, because that's what's holding them down. And now it's going to take some time. Of course, you can't just say next season we're going to have a new stadium. It takes years to get that thing done.
First you
That's part of the problem with that piece of crap FedEx Field. And I can't say I'm mad at Jack Kent Cook because he spent his own money.
Yeah, that's
he
why I
was
respect
like,
him for that.
I'm old, I'm dying, I want this thing done before I'm gone. And so he ended up seriously.
No, I
so he
respect
built
him
that
for
thing on the cheap, and they built that sucker fast. And you can see what happens when you go cheap and fast. The shit just don't last.
Yeah, I remember the seats when I went there for the first time in like forever.
That was a
But
bad experience.
I would like to see a game in their new stadium whenever they get one.
And it's going to be in DC.
At least one.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you it'll be in DC. All right, so great news for the Eagles, and I'm hoping that they implode. I'm hoping that they come back down. Yeah, that's right, Eagles fans. I hate your team. I want your team to fall flat on their face, just like that. Okay, I want them to be ass.
Well, won't they have the number one play schedule?
They got a tough one because they got like Seattle and San Francisco, and they got Buffalo, Kansas City.
Have fun, Hurts.
They got the NFC East because now the Commanders, which did beat them. The Commanders did beat them. They got to play them. They got to play the Giants, who now you got Danny Dimes. No, I'm sorry.
Yeah, they struggled.
Danny multi-millionaire. And things there. So they're going to be improved.
They did struggle against Didn't they lose to the Giants?
Look, Alan Williams is letting you know. Da-da-dunt, da-da-dunt.
Damn, Gina.
Damn, Gina is in the house. So here's the news for the Cowboys. One, Stephen Jones has learned to shut his damn mouth. He has learned to stop trying to negotiate contracts in the media. He literally said not that long ago that, maybe we'll just wake up one day and Dak Prescott's contract is done. As opposed to, Dak's got to understand that he's, got to take less money so that way there's money on the table for others.
That sounds like Jerry Jones.
Well, that's the apple don't fall far from the tree.
That's like
the apple don't fall far from the tree. But they are allegedly working right now on CeeDee Lamb's contract, and they want to have it done before May 1st because they want to make sure he's a Cowboy for life. Okay, and they want to get it done before the 5th-year contract thing goes through.
What
basically
Dak Prescott?
The week after the draft,
everybody gets taken care of but Dak Prescott.
I think they're going to get Dak Prescott because here's the thing.
They need to.
They can get themselves some more cap relief by extending Dak. Daniel Jones ain't the one, says Crazy Corvette. Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
That's not what Rashid would say.
What Rashid, he's happy about that? I need to pull up that video from he was like, Daniel who? from the draft.
I mean, he was happy last season because, well, at least they won a playoff game. So I would be happy with my team if they won a playoff game. If they have
East side, well, it's official. Jalen Hurts is better than Dink and Dak. Money talks. So
the man went to.
So by your logic, then Kirk Cousins was the best quarterback there for a while. Jimmy Garoppolo was. Let's see.
No.
Derek Carr was once the highest paid.
No.
Come on, East side.
Come
East
back.
side.
No.
You're showing how
come back
little your logic.
Come back at me when he goes to goes to another Super Bowl or wins one.
But you're the same guy that thinks Noah Brown is a gamer, right?
Or what about the tight end?
Oh, and Dalton Schultz. See,
I feel bad about Dalton Schultz because nobody won his autograph.
Oh man, that was actually sad.
It was sad.
That was sad. But hold up.
You think he's an All-Famer?
Here's what's funny is you're a Texans fan. You proclaim that you hate the Dallas Cowboys. You are here on every single live stream, and what do? You go out and you sign Dallas Cowboy players. It sounds like you got Dallas Cowboy envy, man. You're as bad as my man Stan, who's out here always talking about how much he hates Mark Holmes, how much Mark Holmes is a thief, how much he's just a bad person. But yet he watches every single thing. He knows every single word of everything that I do. Okay? I think thou protest too much. Come on, Eastside. Admit it. You love them boys. You love them. Angel, what's up? All right.
He loves us a Noah Brown.
So the Cowboys are trying to get caught up and take care of business. We're going to get CD done. We still have cap money. We got 10 more. Because here's the thing you guys got to remember. Let me look at over the cap real quick for the Cowboys and see. Because we had $13 million, I think. With
13. We still got another 10
and we got we've got the money coming
which
from
is basically going to Tony Pollard.
Right, we got $13.1 million right now. Tony's money's already taken out of this, so we'll have 23 when we get it comes June 1st.
Basically saying you're breaking even.
Well, true.
If you look at it that way.
True. Okay. Now, if I were to have DMV called me this morning and he was like, yo, man, I got some ideas and some stuff I want to do. We're going on the draft trip. We should go live every day and do a point counterpoint. And I was like, hey, that's cool. That's great and all that. And I was at the doctor's office because I was like, here I'm at the doctor's office. He's like, you okay, man? You're not. And I was like, no, I said, just my annual physical. Okay. They're going to go through and say, let's get physical. Physical. It's time for your physical. Okay. All right. Anyway. So I got my physical. They took blood. You had to pee in the jar. They looked in your ear and you got your tongue. They don't tap on your knee anymore, though. I guess they know his knees are crap. There ain't no point.
They didn't tap on mine last time I had one.
Okay, I kind of missed a little doop, and your leg kind of kicks out. And so he was worried that something wrong. I said, no, man, I'm cool. It's just a regular checkup to make sure everything's cool, okay? And if you're over 50, which I know a lot of you guys are, get that colonoscopy done. Well, okay.
No, but
public service announcement.
No, but Dak Prescott got to get his younger because of his mom.
There you go. Right.
So he has to get it when he's 40.
If you're at risk, get that thing done.
He's definitely.
But he was talking about. And I wanted to go into it with him because he was talking about. He's like, I don't want to draft Donnell Washington. I was like, what?
Was he the tight end?
The tight end. I said, that's 6'8" Adonis, the big brother.
The best tight ends are in the second round.
I was like, oh my God, I can't believe it.
The best tight ends are in the second round.
He's like, no. He's like, no, man. He's like, yeah. He said, I've had second thoughts on it. He was like, honestly, I'd like to bring a guard. But what he also was talking about was Zeke. He's like, he said, Zeke coming back.
Oh, come on.
He said, think about it.
Come on.
He said, you could get Zeke back, for basically the veteran minimum, like $2 or $3 million, and have the experience, have him as part of the team. And I was kind of like, Dalvin Cook might be cut. Minnesota is talking about, that they may try and trade him or may have to cut him. And this is what I always find funny is when they say, well, we're going to have to trade him or cut him. Okay, once you say cut.
Inside.
Did I enjoy that jelly finger? Oh, then, okay, Eastside. Okay, here's what happens, Eastside. When you get my age, I know you're not my age, they don't do the jelly finger to you anymore. That's why you get the colonoscopy, all right? So what they do when you get older, the regular doctor don't do the jelly finger test anymore. You go in and get the colonoscopy, which means you got to drink the liquid deck that literally just flushes everything out your system, okay? You got to stay home and you got to stay close to the bathroom because literally that stuff's just going to wash everything clear so that way they can see what's going on. And they put you to sleep, fortunately, okay? They put you to sleep. They put the scope in you and check you out and all that. And as you're waking up, they'll say, can you break wind? And all of a sudden you go, and you're done, okay? So no, I didn't get the jelly finger there. Okay, I know you're excited about here. Oh, I want the jelly finger. You get a physical all the time just because you want to get the jelly finger. Is that what it is? Is that what it is, Eastside? Okay, all right. You do you, buddy. You do you. Why has his mind got to go there like that?
So Dalvin Cook supposedly what Thomas Garrett said he wants to go to Miami.
Well,
if he gets released.
But you know what though? Money talks and BS walks. There's no guarantee that Lamar Jackson is going to be in Baltimore. So you think Odell is thinking, hey, I just want to be a Baltimore Raven. He looked at it and said, they offered me $15 million guaranteed.
18 with incentives.
And the last other offer I got was $4 million. Baltimore sounds good to me. Money talks. Educate me on this, Mark. I got to get it done sometime. But seriously, don't if you're 50, and actually, like I said, it's like Mike brought it up. Some people have to get it done
Dak
early.
Prescott get younger.
Not to change the subject here, but when I waited till I was 51 or 52, and I had 7 pull-ups and then some of them were big, and once they start getting big, they turn cancerous. So had I not gotten it done, I might not be here with you guys talking right now. Amanda Brown, what's up? All right, so we got CeeDee Lamb's contract in the works and could be done within the next 2 weeks. We've got the Cowboys started OTAs today. They're starting voluntary workouts, okay? Eddie B, I want to talk to you, Eddie. Dear Mark, did you say let's get physical? I agree. I want to get physical with Mike McCarthy. Seriously, Jason Garrett, stay away from cool jelly laughing. Yeah, and that's not the kind of jelly you want to put on your biscuits either. Okay, you definitely don't want to put that on the biscuits. Okay, but seriously, get that thing done. All right. So here's what's really funny. Okay, I got my buddy Greg. Greg is like the little birdie that sometimes whispers in my ear, and my buddy Greg Saturday. It's almost funny because to a man, Greg will start talking about somebody, and then all of a sudden, a couple of days later, everybody will start talking about it because it's happened a couple of times this season. And let me read this to you because this is almost comical. Okay, let me pull it up here. Come on, damn, why is Facebook so slow? I see, this is why I hate Facebook. What the hell?
No one uses Facebook, really.
Okay, he said this was Saturday. Where is it? Let me go back to Saturday. He said, once again, this is the tight end we should draft if we are truly going to draft one. He's got amazing hands and is a pancake blocker in the run and pass plays. He would start day one for us. I think we could start Jake Ferguson and not draft a tight end. But if we are presented with a better option, then we take it. But this may be the guy. And it's funny because then I remember reading that on Saturday. I was so busy with doing stuff. All of a sudden today, that's the hot topic of the Cowboys drafting. Could be him if he's there. Cowboys rumor, NFL insider can't see Dallas passing on tight end Michael Mayer in the draft. So he's 6'4" and like 260, I believe, or 250.
He had another Jason Witten.
exactly the comparable to him.
I don't want to know Jason Witten.
Hold on. Jason Witten ability.
I didn't like his personality on the
Jason Witten's ability. You didn't seem to mind it when you were at his football camp.
That had nothing to do with being on the field, though.
Okay, Jason Witten was a great tight end. He was a security blanket. He could catch. He could block. He was actually kind of one of those first. He was groundbreaking and really becoming an ultimate weapon. If this guy is that, I'd be happy with it.
The question is he Hall of Fame worthy?
Who? Jason Witten? He might be. He actually might be with the number of catches that he has and all.
I'm just posing the question.
I would say he's got a better chance of being a Hall of Famer than Tony Romo does.
Well, Tony Romo cost us a game in the playoffs.
Well, Tony Romo cost us several games.
Let
me be careful here. You better not say nothing about Tony Romo.
Remember when he held the ball?
You better not say nothing about Tony Romo.
He held the ball for the kicker, and he
just fumbled that snap in Seattle. Okay, but don't say nothing about Tony Romo. That's my guy. Tony Romo, except for some of those multiple turnover games, when we were behind with the Denver Broncos there, and we had a chance to win. He threw that interception, but you better not say nothing about Tony Romo. You better not say nothing about no Tony Romo, because I'm gonna stand up for Tony Romo. Okay, Twist Digger is finally in the house. What's up, Twist? So, are all the Eagle fans doing a circle jerk right now because Jalen Hurts' contract is together? I'm just curious. Are y'all excited about this, that you are now married to the man for the next 4 years? I'm just curious. Because
he's better than what they had.
I hope that this doesn't become a Carson Wentz situation.
He's better than Carson Wentz.
It's not. Well, yes, he is.
He is better than Carson Wentz.
But here was the thing, okay? They surrounded him. Everybody now all of a sudden has got this revisionist history. If Aaron Rodgers goes to the Jets, he's probably the best quarterback in the NFC. But I will say, he's better than Aaron Rodgers at this point. Yes, I said that. Because I'm going to be the one to tell you, Aaron Rodgers is not that guy anymore.
He's old. He hasn't done nothing since the Super Bowl. Aaron Rodgers has been going downhill the last 3 years. He hasn't done nothing since the Super Bowl. Actually, I take that back because he has gone to championship rounds, but he hasn't made it to the Super Bowl.
He won one Super Bowl, but that
was with who? With Mike McCarthy. With Mike McCarthy.
That was like 12 years ago, and you can't say he hasn't had talent. He had the best receiver in football, and without him, his numbers went down the toilet. I'm just saying. Don't get mad at me.
And all they had to do is beat the Lions. All they do is beat the Lions. He could have made it to the playoffs.
And if you can't beat the Lions, come on.
But I think
that was a playoff game.
But I still think that Aaron Rodgers like, screw this, I'm done, and threw that game.
Okay. So what I was going to talk about with DMV, I hope you're enjoying the time with your lovely bride. Tell her I said, happy birthday to you. Okay.
Eddie.
Eddie.
Take the money out. All of it.
I've always got amazing hands. Just a little Mike McCarthy post-draft after I'm done with him. Michael 850, I agree with your dad. I saw your Coach Witten camp, Jason Garrett. Okay.
There's a picture around here somewhere.
Yeah, of us up there, yeah.
I got one in storage, too.
That was like, what, 2008 or 2009?
That was right. It was the year before I graduated.
He had hair then.
Yeah. And he wasn't wearing a toupee. It wasn't a toupee. It was actually his hair.
I'm not saying they overpaid. It's not a matter of overpaying.
That's what the market is.
I'll be honest with you, though. You start seeing these contracts. I know they're risking their lives, but when you start thinking about $175 million for the quarterback, how you like to be Sam Howell, who's going to be the starter for the Commanders? That's going to be $1 million, and that's where you looked at like Dak's first couple of years, where he was getting like $650,000.
Well, how would you like
for the first 3 years? That's all he was getting.
How would you like to be a running back, not getting paid all that money for that abuse that you take?
Right. Now here's the thing. Okay, again,
I'm just keeping it real.
Hurts had and listen, I'm not trying to throw shade on Hurts. But if you are not looking and saying, they did everything to support him, then you're blind or you don't understand
and
football.
And they also had easier schedule, too.
When you have the best football line, the line in football, Lane Johnson, my God, Lane Johnson, geez, with the shredded groin muscle and abdominal muscle and still kicking ass. My God, I have to salute that guy. Okay, just hearing about that. I can't even imagine zipping down your pants with a torn groin and everything else to go to the bathroom. And he's kicking ass with this injury. But your whole offensive line was incredible. You had a great running attack, and you go out and you get yourself a number one receiver.
An actual number one.
Draft
day.
And you have a great tight end. You had everything right there for the guy. I'm not trying to hate. But let's say you didn't have all that. Let's say he's having to run for his life because the offensive line's not there. Let's say he's got, Clifford Franklin for a wide receiver that's tipping the balls up for interception. Let's say that A.J. Brown was coming back from an ACL. Let's say that his right tackle that's been an all-pro gets hurt in training camp and can't play until the next, last couple of games. So, yes, you got things around. And I'm not saying that that's wrong because I look at Troy Aikman. People will say, how dare you say something about Troy Aikman? But my God, take a look at the highlights. You got a running back in Emmitt Smith who's not getting touched till he's 3 or 4 yards down the field. Holes that are so big that right now I could pick up 2 yards. Okay? And I can't even run anymore. You had, the original security blanket for a tight end. You have a Hall of Fame wide receiver. You've got role-playing wide receiver. There was not a spot that you looked at on the down. You had Moose Johnson for a fullback. There was not a spot that what was the weak spot on the Dallas Cowboys offense? What was the weak spot on the Dallas Cowboys offense during the 90s? So yes, if I've got a playmaker, wide receiver, if I've got an Alvin Harper in the slot, I got a Jay Novacek, I got an offensive line with some nasty mother humpers like Larry Allen.
Nate Newton. Okay?
And Gogan. And a Nate Newton and a Spagnowski who loved to pass the Dutchie from the left. You have all that. Yes, it makes the job easier for the quarterback. Take a look at Troy Aikman before he had the greatest offensive line. He still had Michael Irvin, but look at his numbers.
Oh, he was ass.
Once they got the people around him, of course.
His first couple of years.
He's accurate. It's really easy to be accurate when the guys are wide the F open. When you got a window that's literally this big, like that window that Dak had to throw to against the Colts. Not the Colts. Who was it against? Where Clifford Franklin tipped the ball up. And it ended up being the pick six that lost the game. You couldn't even. I don't even know how Dak threw the ball because you couldn't even see him come across. Noah Brown.
Oh, Noah Brown.
Where Noah, the ball's right there in his hands where only he should catch it. And he tips it. You couldn't have done a better. It was a blind pass to the spot. The spot is in his hands and he tips it up for an interception. That's a little different than if a guy. Look at the separation. Look, because people will talk about, Brock Purdy is so good, man. Look at the way he's throwing the football. You see how wide open, Travis Kelce is and stuff like that. And then Diggs isn't even trying to take a shot at him.
Second round.
If you got a guy that's got 5 yards of separation, you can just throw it in the area and they can adjust. My God, come on, people. It makes a difference when you have good players. I tell you what, look at Aaron Rodgers this year. He loses Devontae Adams. He has a lot of young, unexperienced wide receivers, and he goes from a 111 rating, 37 TDs, MVP, to a 91 rating and 26 TDs. So are we saying that Aaron Rodgers, you're going to make one of two assumptions, that the players make Aaron Rodgers better or Aaron Rodgers got worse? Now, which one you want to take?
I would say both.
Well, there you go.
Because Aaron Rodgers is old.
I'm old too, but you see I'm working on a red brick house, don't you?
Yeah, but when it comes to football.
I'm skilled.
Yeah, but when it comes to football age, Aaron Rodgers is old.
Well, so was Tom Brady.
I mean, Tom Brady didn't look good the last 2 years.
Yeah, am I scared?
Look good.
I don't remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah. You know what, Lisa? What's up, Lisa? How are you doing? You know what? That you are actually the first Eagle fan this year that said I'm scared. Last year was Cowboys are scared of the Eagles. What? The scared? My quarterback averages 42 points a game against you, mother humpers.
And Jalen Hurts has never beaten Dak Prescott.
Oh, what is?
You have never beaten Dak Prescott. The Eagles.
Listen, I'm not out on the field playing the game. Why would I be scared? Why? I don't understand the whole concept of you guys
Carson Wentz
constantly saying,
Prescott.
You scared.
In a meaningless game.
I'm scared. I ain't scared of you.
Jalen Hurts has never beaten Dak Prescott.
I ain't scared of you, mother humpers, okay? I ain't scared. Are you kidding me? I ain't scared. Get out of here, man. Twiz Digger, Cowboys still stink. Okay, all right. But all right, okay, Twiz. Okay, Twiz. We'll see, buddy. Because here's what's going to happen to you Eagles, man. You got to play some real quarterbacks this year. You do. You got to play the big boy schedule this year. You do.
Put your big boy pants on.
You lost 7 starters. You did. You lost your offensive defensive coordinator. Yes,
They only got 4 picks.
And you are now fighting against the numbers. Remember, nobody has repeated since you guys did 2002, 2003, 2004 as division champion. And that includes after your Super Bowl season. And that includes after the Giants won 2 Super Bowls. Oh. So there's that.
I know.
And then there's the whole loser of the Super Bowl curse too. Oh. That usually that team takes a step back. But again, I forgot. You guys are the Super Bowl magnets because you guys win them all the time.
And y'all gave up way too much for Jordan Davis.
I love them boys.
Way too much.
They tried to destroy them pigeons. There you go. Adams made A-Rod an MVP. I agree with you on that one, the Reaper. And that's what I'm saying. Having players around you makes a difference. And when you go back through, because here's the thing that's kind of cool too. Let me pull this up because this is really crazy. Was it 2011 season that they won? Here's the thing that's crazy. Okay, now listen to this for a second here. I want you to think about this for a second. Now the team won the Super Bowl. That year, here's what's funny. The Green Bay Packers won the Super Bowl.
In our house.
In our house, right? What's crazy is people don't realize that they had the number 2 rated scoring defense in football. They were 6 at taking the football away. Okay, that's the first thing. Great defense. Everybody talks about, well, Aaron Rodgers is a bad man. But let me ask you this. He wasn't throwing to Noah Brown. I'm sorry, Alan. Alan, I don't mean to be my man Alan today was like, man, why you always hitting on Noah Brown, man? I like Noah Brown. I was like, I don't mean any harm. But I want you to listen to, here's the receivers that Aaron Rodgers had during that Super Bowl. He had Greg Jennings, a young Greg Jennings, at 1,265 yards. He had a veteran in Donald Driver, okay, at 565 yards. He had James Jones at 679 yards. He had Jordy Nelson at 582 yards, and Jeremy Finley. He had some incredible receivers to go on that team. He had Donald Driver was a great receiver. He was in the twilight of his career, but understand that Donald Driver as an old receiver, that every one of the receivers that they had on that team made over 200 yards more than what we got from Noah Brown or from Michael Gallup. You can't compare the weapons that he had that he was working with to what we've had with our team. You had the second best defense in football. You had receivers galore. And you had everything there together. That's what people don't seem to understand. Everybody keeps talking about, well, Dak sucks. You can bring in Troy Aikman in his heyday with this team that we had last year without weapons. He's not winning the Super Bowl. It's just not. Alan Williams, go ahead and do your thing. Thanks. Appreciate that, Alan. Mark, I'm Stephen Jones. Okay. All right, Stephen Jones. And Stephen Jones, here's what I got for you, man.
Situation requires is a whole lot more, and you shut your mother ass up.
Okay, Stephen Jones, there you go. All right. That's what I got for you. Dallas fans are the best fans. Let them all hate. You got that right. Y'all tripping. We should go best player available. 20. And Martin, I can guarantee you that's exactly what they're going to be doing. You know, here's the thing that's so funny is
we need somebody for the line.
We do. We need a guard. But see, here's the problem, Mike. The Cowboys have actually gone through. You could have looked last year and said, well, we needed a cornerback more than we needed. The year before with Micah Parsons, you said we needed a cornerback more than we needed a linebacker. But it was damn good that we got Micah Parsons. Now, we definitely needed an offensive lineman this past year with Tyler Smith.
And we got one.
People said, oh, man, Tyler Smith, that's not a bad. Okay,
but
I'm going to trust the Cowboys.
Who stepped in on Smith when Smith got injured?
I agree. But see, what I'm going to say is I'm going to trust the Dallas Cowboys in the first round more than I'm going to trust the Mel Kipers and shit. Because the Dallas Cowboys, believe it or not, in the 2000s, have had 17 first-round draft picks. 14 of them have been Pro Bowlers. Jerry Jones dropped the mic. That's freaking insane, numbers-wise. And you got a chance for Tyler Smith to become one of those Pro Bowlers, too. He's not like one of those. He's definitely not going to be a bust. So I'm going to trust Will McClay and the Dallas Cowboys offense to continue to bring players in. And they're going to they've set themselves up to be in a position to draft the best player. If it ends up being Bijan somehow falls, they'll probably take Bijan. If it ends up being that Michael Myers is that guy there, they might take him as the best tight end or something. If it ends up being the center, I can't remember his name. Guard. They're going to take the best player on the board.
I'll be happy if we take a guard.
The problem when you go ahead and say, we need to take a position.
Taco.
That's it.
And we should have got T.J. Watt.
Yeah.
I don't know if they would use them right, but we should have got T.J. Watt.
Eddie, I trust Will McClay without a doubt.
I want the Cowboys to have the time for the leading sack record.
Yeah,
I want us to have.
I tell you what,
not the Steelers.
Truth in advertising. Here's what I'm gonna say. I'm gonna change the camera angle here. Yacht. Here's what I am going to. I want to talk to you, man. Okay. I want to actually say, I do not knowingly lie to people. Okay. I live and die the Dallas Cowboys. When I do something, I put forth full effort into it. Okay, my marriage with my wife. We're driving down the road and stuff. My wife and I'm looking over. I said, you beautiful baby. I said, and I gave her the Telly Savalas look. Okay, I wish I'd had a lollipop because of course I like a lollipop. And I said, who loves you, baby? Okay, because I'm full of effort with being married. with my kids, okay? I've done everything I can to be the best father I could be. I was even a single parent raising them, and it was hell. It was hell. But I loved every minute of it. And when I goes to the Dallas Cowboys, I spend every minute that I can doing that. But if I want to stay married, there's got to be some time for mama. And if you're going to do college football and the NFL, there's not enough time to do that the way I do the Dallas Cowboys. And there's so many content creators out there. My man DMV is fantastic. My man Game Time Brian, he's new. People haven't gotten to really know him. He knows the players inside out. He is fantastic. This is why I cannot wait to do the draft trip, because driving down the road, I'm not sleeping. I'm going to tell you right now, from Wednesday when we get in the vehicle until we get back Sunday morning, I'm not sleeping. I'm going to be picking these guys' brains. So as far as knowing all the prospects and everything else, bro, I ain't got time to go ahead and learn them all. When we draft them, I'm going to find out everything that I can, and I will let you know everything that I know about them. But it's just too many players. People go through, they do their mock drafts and everything else. And it's like, bro, I ain't got that kind of time. I'm 57 years old. I ain't got that many days in here to waste on doing mock drafts, talking about guys that we never will probably have a chance to get. That's just me.
I mean, you probably get the
so
first 5
between
picks,
now
right?
and next Thursday, I want a guard in this draft. I want a good guard that can be a starter. I still believe tight end is very, very important. If we can get a great tight end in the second and third round, I'm okay with that. But I know that with the West Coast offense, Dak's going to need that security blanket and that guy that can really, really block. And that was one of the things that was missing last year. Dalton Schultz can make some catches sometimes, but he is not that security blanket, that Jason Witten, that Jay Novacek. We need that guy. I'm not averse to even getting another running back added into the mix later in the draft.
Yeah, later in the draft
and
is
I
correct.
would love to get a lights-out defensive tackle, kind of like what we had here with John Ridgway. I'm still pissed off about John Ridgway. So, Yacht, that's my response to you on who we're going to draft. I'm going to deflect to what Will McClay says. That's the guy. I'm going to go with it. That's all I'm going to know.
Trust him in the first round.
Because, everybody kind of was on, Tyler Smith. You could have got him. Could you? But that guy was the right guy for us. The experts were wrong on it. They said he's going to be a penalty magnet, and he's not. He only
got a handful of penalties. Come on now.
That boy was good. All right, so it's 10:02. It's 10:02 right now. We need to do a drawing. So what are we giving away today? I have. Are we going to start with this signed by Tony Dorsett? Hold on. I got let's see what. Oh, that was not signed. The other one's signed by Bob Lilly, right? No, that one's signed by Bob Lilly. Who else we got? We got Charles Haley. Or should we save that for Friday? Maybe what we'll do. Okay, here's what we're going to do.
Friday.
You're not. Actually, I may not be here Friday. I may still be down in the Red Brick House. Okay. All right.
You could bring a piece just in case.
Okay, well, I'll tell you what we'll start doing, when I start doing the live streams with DMV, we'll start giving those away, because we're going to start doing that tomorrow night.
Yeah, you could do that.
7:02 for me on the West Coast. Joe, you're out on the West Coast, man. Well, we on the East Coast. See, I'm actually ready to go to bed after that drive through Amish country and finding out all that stuff tomorrow.
At some point, I'll be working tomorrow.
I can't believe I got 2 bundles of real horse hair for the plaster.
I didn't know you had to put horse hair in the plaster.
That basically acts like, the to hold it together. And there's a certain way you got it. It's like, wow. It's like, how did they know how to do all this shit 200 years ago? All right, who's our winner tonight? Our winner chicken dinner. Oh, Eddie's like, what? Who is it? Who is it? Eddie, you tell me what you want. I tell you, Eddie, you can have a pic of one of these things in here, or if you want me to do a print of something, if you want to send me a picture, I can do a print. It's on you. There's Dem Boys Kick. We ready for the draft? Yeah, we definitely gonna be ready for the draft. Dem Boys Kick. We gonna be on the road to Kansas City. Kansas City. Here we go. And so, as we get ready for the trip to Kansas City, here's what I need you to do, because you're gonna get to know them. You're gonna get to know them. You got my man Game Time Brian. Check out his channel. He gonna be on the trip. DMV Sports. Check out his channel. You know he's been here with the hot sauce and everything. I should grab one of your gummies and take with me for that. And we're gonna have Primetime Phil. And I keep trying to get my man David Wiley to get a cooking channel going. Rashid. Okay. And this is a request from Eddie.
Winner chicken dinner.
What? Why did we get a wide receiver? Why did we get a wide receiver?
I got nothing to say. There is Tony.
Why did we get a wide receiver?
You left him with the Kansas City and won the Super Bowl last year, Rashid. Wide receiver. Darius Tony went to the Super Bowl and won.
You just gotta love Rashid.
But he cried over the wide receiver. He went to Kansas City, called a catch in the Super Bowl, and they won.
Joe, we will be live stream. Well, the thing is, you never know how it's going to be on the road. We're going to be taking turns driving. I do have a Wi-Fi box, so that hopefully will end up working well.
Depends on where
and
you are.
I've invested some money because when you go into NFL areas, you have to have a clear bag, and you can only have it so big. So me taking my laptop in and so on is not going to work. But I have a Zoom pod. Was it Zoomcast? What is it called? Okay, so it can actually take 4 microphones together on there, and I'm going to use my cell phone to stream. I can put in the microphones so that way, like regular microphones. I might actually get lav mics because that might be a little bit smaller and lighter. And I bought myself a Galaxy tablet so that way I can see the chat. So we're going to try and see if we can actually broadcast from there. I'm not sure exactly how they're doing the area. I remember in Philadelphia, they had like the whole park leading up to the art museum. There were some bars and restaurants that were there where you could eat and things.
Yeah, I remember.
And you could set up. And, of course, they had an NFL experience and all the different things.
No.
We could be on a park bench and probably broadcasting and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of we're going to have to play it by ear as we get there. But let's have a little bit more fun here. Let's stroll down to Philly for a second.
Not penalty.
You didn't see
it went all the way down to 0. They didn't call nothing. Now they're going for it again. It should be 5-yard penalty.
Wow.
What are they doing with this shit?
Yeah, Philly.
Ain't no
Philly.
way.
Philadelphia. Philadelphia cream cheese. That's what I'm about to call them. Philadelphia cream cheese.
Fucking bullshit.
That should be his own soundbite. Philadelphia cream cheese.
It was a fucking stop the first time. Second time.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
And you didn't call it the late game. Horse shit.
Oh my God, Bill.
I fire his ass.
Oh my God.
Ain't no fucking way.
Oh wow. I got hot sauce in my eye.
They might as well just, at this point, they might as well just kick the field goal and just end the game. Let it run down, kick the field goal and win the game.
Fumble this shit. Fumble this motherfucker.
Philadelphia cream cheese.
I got hot sauce in my eye.
You got hot sauce in your eye?
Oh man, I love Philly. I love Philly.
No, but that's what made this season hard.
It was because he didn't have the Philly meltdown.
Until the Super Bowl, he really didn't melt down.
Oh man, and so hopefully we'll be able to get that stuff back. So, and Twiz, you're asking about why we would have 4 mics, because we got Game Time, we got Prime Time, we got DMV, we got me, and so the key on it is this: if you got music playing or if you got the crowds and all that, without having like a mic, you can't, you get so much noise. What you can notice is if I'm talking into the mic as opposed to when I turn my head, you notice how much louder it is because these are made to only have a certain cone of picking up. And that's where we're going to, hopefully be able to talk instant reaction if we can get a signal out. It may be too many people, at least the first night. We'll have to wait and see what we got. If the signal ends up being bad and we can't do like instant stuff, then on the way back to the hotel, we'll stop off at a bar and we'll be able to broadcast from a bar and bring you coverage of what we saw. So that's what we're trying to do. I know I'm not ESPN where I've got a trailer that's parked out there and I have a spot.
the best signal in the world.
They don't treat us YouTubers like that. Even though they could bring the Sunday ticket to YouTube. YouTubers, we get no respect because we just broadcast from our mama's basement and we don't have any journalism skills. Surround sound, that's it. All right, so you got anything else to add? So you're not going, that's right. I may end up we're supposed to go to Waynesboro tomorrow, but I'm just tired. I need to actually recharge my batteries today, and then we're going down Wednesday.
I could use another day of driving.
There you go. I probably will end up spending the weekend down there since we'll be gone the following week, trying to get the Red Brick House together. And let me say, we've had so many people that have donated to help out for the Red Brick House, and I appreciate that. We're trying to get it together and done. Because some people don't believe me. I guess I should say just Stan. But I want this Red Brick House to be beyond just a place for me to stay when we're down there working. I want it to be a place also for the people in the community that were tied to the house to be able to come back through and relive their memories. I want to be able to have get-togethers kind of like I do here. We'll have the deck on the back. My man Jet's got his barbecue trailer, and we can do Jobu wings and just have people come together and have a fire pit and have people to be able to come together in a community. Right?
Red Brick Barbecue.
And that's kind of a dream. That's one of the. I've got many dreams, and I don't know how much time I have, but I'm busting my ass to try and make these dreams a reality before I check out of here, because one of these days I'm going to get an RV and I'm going to take this shit on the road. So that way, it was so cool today meeting Alan, not Alan Williams, okay, another Alan, up in Lancaster, and just sitting around talking to him about how he became a Cowboy fan and everything else. And see, for me, that's what matters in life. We have so many people that they just live to hate, that their hate consumes them. And Angelica, I tell you what, here's what we're doing too, Angelica. The house, if you've actually, Alan Williams, okay, I'll play it just a second. The house is, when you go into it, there's 4 rooms and a sunroom on the main level. The first room on the left, and then the room behind it is actually going to be an apartment with the bathroom that's in there. But we're getting a really nice sofa bed that's going to go in the lower level, and then we're getting another sofa bed that's also going in the upper level and stuff too. So that way, when we have people who want to come, that they can actually come and stay at the house as well. Because I want people to be able to do that. It would actually make a great like Airbnb, because you could stay in a 200-year-old, house that's been renovated. With the way the upstairs is, it's going to be great to be able to have my studio in there and to be able to have the sitting area so people can just kind of sit around and we can watch football and just talk and things like that. So that's my dream. And so, yeah, definitely. And eventually, see, this is a stepping stone, because eventually our real dream is to have what we're calling Bluestone, which would end up being that we find about 40 acres and some mules. 40 acres or so, and build a really nice house, and then build some cottages to go, so that way people can come stay at the cottages, hang out, and we have barbecue and wings and watch games and stuff like that. So that is my plans in the future, and I'm going to bust my ass to try and make those things a reality before I leave away from here, so I can pass it on down to my kids. And Mike's like, yeah, I'm going to sell that shit. All right, so we had one more request before we get out of here.
You want answers? I think I'm entitled. You want answers?
I want the truth.
You can't
Hurts
handle the
to
truth.
pass, throws, pick. Horrible pass. Oh my God.
This is how y'all pay all that money to.
Stupid, 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 stupid throw. Son of a bitch. What a bad throw. Stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw. Oh, stupid throw.
Orange Glow Danny. Here's what's crazy about it. Now, I as soon as I walked in the place the first time, I let the ghost know, listen, they wanted to tear the place down. I'm here to save it. Okay? We're going to get along because it was used as a hospital during the Civil War. The doctor who worked on the patients is buried right next door, along with some of the soldiers who died in the house. Literally about 300 yards away. Would you say about 300? No, it's not even 300 yards. It's about a football field away from the house. So if you believe in ghosts, I've seen a few, I've got a camera on, that's in the house right now. I need to go back and check and see if I see anything that's happened, after hours. 'Cause it's on 24 hours a day. So I like I said, I've had some things that have happened. I haven't seen anybody, but again, people, I'm here to save the place. Look, listen, we can get along together, or the house can be torn down. It's up to you. That's basically it. So that's where it's kind of good. Look, man, what is up with all these requests tonight, man? Like Eddie wants to. Well, I don't know why Eddie loves the Commander song so much, because that pisses Lola off. I mean, is it just
they
that you
have
like
new ownership now that we can all respect?
No, my wife's not scared at all. She's been actually working on stripping paint and everything else, and she's going to be helping with the plaster.
Washington
stuff. So, no,
has
she's not
new
scared at all.
owners that we respect.
I don't know that I respect them.
You don't respect
my home team, my loyalty. I'm at Uptown Royalty.
He bought the Commanders. I don't know if I respect him or not.
We fight for all DC. Who are we? I speak facts. I'm not making riddles. The Hawks open big old holes for John Riggle. Chantella's on the team. You knew that he was smashing. Daryl Green is on the team.
Notice they say nothing about Dan Snyder.
Yeah.
He was gonna score, but I knew that he would catch her. And Doug
We talk about that guy who played on the field. Not Dan Snyder.
To win the big dance.
Got 3 rings in the big dance. Got Joe Gibbs, you got a good chance. Let me tell you something about some good fans. Back in the day, RFK was our palace.
It was our palace.
And now it's all
That was
Rusty.
a toxic dumbass.
Think we gonna lose? Well, I can't.
Rusty with the asbestos.
Had the whole crowd screaming out.
You don't want Dallas. You don't want Dallas. Okay, all right, there we go. Okay, that's enough of it. But here's what's funny though, Eagle fans. They can say we got 3 rings. Can you say that, Eagle fans?
Y'all been to 4 Super Bowls, only won 1.
Can you say that? I'm just asking. I'm asking for a friend, Eagle fans.
Y'all been to 4 Super Bowls, only won 1.
I'm asking for a friend, Eagle fans. Can you say you got 3 rings?
Or maybe it was 5.
So wait.
Only won 1.
So you're telling me that the Commanders got more rings than you guys? You telling me that the Giants got more rings than you?
4.
Oh, and that the Cowboys got a lot more rings. Okay, the Cowboys got a fistful of rings. Okay, a whole fistful. Get back to me when you get that. All right, good people. Get your shot glasses ready, and we're going to get ready to roll up out of here. Eddie, email me, buddy, and let me know what you want. As always, good people, I appreciate each and every one of you guys, as well as you ladies. As we count down for the draft, we'll be doing more live broadcasts and stuff, basically each day as we get ready for the draft trip. I hope you guys follow along. Make sure you definitely check out Game Time Brian, Prime Time Phil, as well as DMV and J Tuck, because we're all going to be bringing you the best coverage there is from the draft. Peace.
The party's over. They say that all good things must end. Call it a night. The party's over. And tomorrow and next year starts the same old thing again.